Welcome back to Twice Upon a Time. This time, Roger and I watched Season 7, Episode 10, The Eighth Witch. As always, we'll start off with a synopsis. In the other realm, Drizella delivers a prophecy that she will cast the dark curse on Lucy's 8th birthday. Victoria helps the heroes trap Drizella in stone, but 8 years later, Gothel frees her. The heroes scramble to stop the curse. Drizella captures Henry, poisons him, and forces Regina to cast the curse to save him. In Hyperion Heights, Henry and Ronnie travel to San Francisco to find Zelina, and Ronnie uses the remaining potion to wake her up. Lucy is rushed to the hospital in a coma. Weaver comes to collect on his end of the deal with Victoria and seeks out Anastasia, the Guardian, to save Lucy. Gothel and Drizella kidnap Anna, but Gothel double-crosses Drizella before she can steal Anna's magic. I am amazed that I got all of that into that short amount of time. What do you think of this episode, Roger?
Your synopsis describes how I feel about this episode and that there were just too many stories going on. Like, this would have just been fine with, okay, we go and deal with Regina and Zelina, and we get a flashback with those two, and we go to San Francisco. I didn't actually need the other stuff until another episode. Split this into 2 separate episodes. I would have been completely fine.
The time jumps in this episode, too. Like, there's an 8-year time jump at the beginning of this episode. I'm like, oh, this is all the backstory we're getting now, I guess?
Well, and also we now find out that Robin has aged up to 24, 25?
25, yeah.
So we are a quarter century in the future from season 6, which, wow, Regina, you are aging quite well for being a quarter century older, as is Zelina. And obviously, look, it's a curse and all that other nonsense. But, like, I don't think it was necessarily a bad episode, but it was like, there was like 4 plots here, and I just don't know that any of them got enough time.
Yeah, I have some, like, pretty big problems with the episode in general. I mean, I had a good time, and boy, was that quite the cliffhanger that we.
It wasn't boring.
No, it was not boring. Maybe it could have used a little more boring.
Honestly, I think it could have used just better pacing.
Yeah, it was like it kind of feels like they were writing this while they were shooting it, and then we're like, oh, we have a lot of loose ends to tie up.
It almost felt like, hey, we are... this felt like they were trying to shoot as like a penultimate episode, and then next week is the season finale, but it's not. We have 12 more episodes to go, so why did we stuff everything into one episode right now?
And I guess maybe they're trying it for it to be like maybe it was the mid-season break, but I don't know.
I think it might be the episode before the mid-season break, but I don't know. Anyway, I don't remember because it's been so long since I watched it live.
Yeah. Where do you want to start?
So let's start with not what we call the cold open, but like the little tag at the beginning. So we argued, I think it was last episode, about Drizella and Rapunzel.
Uh-huh.
Rapunzel helps the heroes here. We very clearly cast her now into the heroic side of the table because she traps Drizella into that statue, which didn't know that was a thing you could do. Am I now supposed to believe that she has been right all along about Drizella, and Drizella is just evil and needs to be stopped at all costs?
It's a great question, and it's really hard to square that with, okay, I guess Victoria is not or Lady Tremaine is not the villain, with Victoria just put Lucy in a fucking coma and doesn't care at all. She doesn't care at all.
I mean, that admittedly is framed as... the ends justify the means.
They even had an opportunity. I mean, she does let Rumple, but he only lets him after... She only lets him after he frames it as, I have to protect Anastasia.
Yeah.
Like, she could have said, like, this is what I wanted and I would have done anything, but of course, you can... Let's help Lucy.
I mean, it is also possible that there's a parallel they could be drawing with for Anastasia to be awake, Lucy must be asleep. Much like if we save Lucy, Henry dies.
Uh-huh.
So I'm guessing that's where they're going with that. And now you've got... I mean, it's not unreasonable for Victoria to say, like, I will do what it takes to save my daughter, the same way that Regina would do what it takes to save her son, the same way that Rumple would do what it takes to... Like, you know, you put a parent in a choice, they're going to say, my kid over yours. Like, it's not necessarily right, but it's also... It's not entirely wrong, I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah, they could have given her one line to, like, make that less it's something.
I think we're supposed to put her in the middle.
Fine.
That's the only thing I can come out of this. But like the problem is we kicked Drizella all the way to the edge. So like honestly, am I supposed to feel bad that Victoria bullied you, you stupid, reckless little girl?
Yeah.
Like you not only that, you intentionally went to go screw all of the heroes for what reason? What is her motivation for casting the Dark Curse again? Because Mother wanted to kill me?
Mommy.
So kill Mommy.
I know. That is largely my biggest like qualm with the episode is like Drizella's plan is so complicated for like no reason. And this is coming from like Regina cast a dark curse because she wanted to punish Snow and Charming. And you know what? She did for 28 years. It worked.
She also didn't just want to punish Snow and Charming. Like, that was big part of it.
Yeah.
She hated everyone else who had sided with Snow.
Yeah.
And she truly thought her revenge would make her happy.
Yeah.
There was, like, layers to the plan.
They were also all like she couldn't kill them.
Yeah.
Like there were a lot of
we got to that in like Drizella isn't even trying to make herself happy.
Yeah.
She's actually just trying to punish Victoria. But then okay, so like let's say that she's going for pure petty revenge. She doesn't even write a curse that puts her in a position of power to make it easier. She created like this Rainbow Road like type obstacle course for herself unnecessarily. She didn't have to be her underling. She could have put Gothel in a building. She could have been her rival to Victoria, where she's also some powerful mogul, and Gothel's working with her. No, she creates this scenario, I'm assuming she created it, that made it harder for her to accomplish her goal.
Well, yeah, and why would she make Victoria think that she cast the curse?
Yeah, what's the advantage
and
to that?
giving her, like, Victoria seemed, other than the fact that Anastasia is not alive, that's status quo, so that's not worse than it is now. Why, like, she seemed pretty happy in her powerful position of whatever. Like, why? Why would you do that? You're not actually torturing her. I don't get it.
Like, Victoria, the only thing that she's suffering is that Anastasia hasn't woken up.
Yep.
That's it. So all you did was take that, which is true in the past, and moved it to the future.
Yep.
Where is the, like... and you're not keeping them apart in a way that, like, again, when we talk about Regina's Dark Curse, Snow and Charming were together and happy, she split them with the coma for 28 years.
Yeah.
Like, mission accomplished here.
And I guess we don't know how long they've been in the curse.
Even if they've been cursed for 28 years. Victoria has been a powerful, in-charge, ruthless real estate baron for 28 years. She doesn't look like she's suffering.
I guess my thought is the opposite. Like, is Drizella's whole plan for this to be a short curse and for people to be waking up and trying to break it the actual punishment?
But Ivy looks like she's been suffering.
Indeed.
Like, she put herself in a bad... Like, Gold was not going to put himself in this position.
Yeah. And I don't... Unlike Regina, we haven't seen anything from Ivy where the, like, punishing yourself, like, unintended. Like, that is a thing. Like, Regina was doing that on purpose, on accident.
Yes.
And we've never gotten anything from Drizella that shows that she has, like, self-loathing.
Well, I don't think she does, because we have not seen that. And you've made this point many times that, like, Drizella seems to think she's a hell of a lot smarter than she is.
Yes.
Despite there being a bunch of evidence implying that she's not. Like, this is very much Emma-ish, and, like, yeah, you always act like you have this lie detector, and yet pretty much throughout the entire series, we have multiple people going, like, you kind of suck at this. Like, you think you're good, but you miss a lot.
I mean, I think something that maybe made this whole episode and that whole fucking plot worth it, when Gothel pushes Drizella into the well, and she sees Victoria standing there, and Victoria says, "Don't even look at me." She's like, "I fucking told you about this crazy bitch, and you didn't listen to me at all."
I'm going to ask a question that I asked in the last episode. Is Victoria wrong about Drizella?
I don't think so.
Because, we had you made the argument, and it was a fair argument that, like, as her mother, it's like this moral responsibility, but, like, Drizella seems a lot closer to Cruella as far as just, like, batshit crazy than not.
Yeah. Well, although, yes, I agree. And at this point, she has a moral responsibility to protect other people.
Like, at this point, Drizella is a danger not just to herself and Victoria, to the world.
Yes. Good point.
Yeah. Well, Chelsea, you want to explain what just happened here?
Yeah. So Roger and I are recording in his basement, and his wife let out the quieter shriek that you heard, which then caused me to shriek. And then instead of responding like normal humans to see if she was okay, we just started laughing. And we were going to cut it, but we thought it was so funny that we didn't. She's fine. It was an animal.
No, it was a frog. Like, look, I thought it was a spider because that's a normal reaction to a spider. It was a frog. It was an adorable frog, but it was pretty funny.
Yeah, it was a very small frog.
Very small frog. And actually, that's why I was so surprised. I was kind of thinking it was going to be like not a bullfrog, but, like a larger frog.
Anyway, Drizella. One of my favorite parts of this episode was that Drizella's statue was just in their courtyard. They're just like having Lucy's birthday with this like scary ass statue in the corner.
Okay, so that's one of my questions though. Like, look, we've debated many times throughout the years on the virtue and value of killing someone. All you gotta do is break the statue and we're done here.
I wonder if that would work or not. I mean, we broke Zelina. Rumpel broke Zelina, Yeah.
Well, but that was like he killed her, and then she broke into a statue, and her essence survived by going into a time portal.
He brought his son
into it. He absorbed his son into himself. So, I mean...
This show, man.
It's wild. Maybe it doesn't work, but, like, you gotta try, don't you?
It's true. But maybe after that experience, they were like, well, what if we release her in her essence?
Yeah, I get... But then why are you keeping the statue around?
Maybe it's stuck to the ground. It's part of the ground.
Like, I feel like Victoria should keep it at that point.
Here's your reward, Victoria.
Here's your trophy. Stick that thing in there. I don't know. It just... the choices in this episode feel like they had to be made for the purpose of the plot, but they don't make sense if you think about who the characters are.
Yeah, I agree. I also feel like I have at times thought that Once Upon a Time has done like more horror coded episodes really well. Like that one in the first season with Red and Snow.
Yeah.
When you find out that she's a wolf and she kills all
with the blood on the snow, or the Daniel episode.
Yes.
Yeah, very Frankenstein.
Yeah. This one didn't work for me. Like it just wasn't creepy.
It worked in the sense of I thought they did a good job with the flashes and the witches. I think the problem is that like Gothel doesn't do a good job as like the big bad boss reveal. Yeah. And also part of that you can't see the monster already. Like there has to be an element of suspense and surprise.
I feel like it's almost like Gothel has both problems happening.
Yeah,
we don't know anything except for the background with Hook. So like. It's hard to be afraid of her. Like we don't know what her.
Always a pleasure, darling.
That was horrifying.
Gross is the word you're looking for.
They just haven't given us enough to be afraid. Mm-hmm. But then also they've like given us too much for it to be a reveal. Like Victoria was like, "This woman is evil and she will double cross you," and then that's exactly what happened.
Like, not only did it like obviously happen, but like again. This is the woman who captured and took your mother away for 8 years. Yeah. You didn't think she might double-cross you?
Especially because, like, it doesn't... It seems like Drizella doesn't even know what Gothel wants. Because, like, if she understood what Gothel's motivations were, and they somehow aligned with her motivations, then maybe I could totally see teaming up. But I don't... was she just thought that Gothel was being nice to her?
So I think she assumed that Gothel hates Rapunzel as much as she does.
But I don't think that Gothel gives a shit about Rapunzel.
I agree with you.
But I don't think that she has, like, any particular animosity or revenge for, like...
Well, Rapunzel did trap her in the tower.
Sure.
That probably pissed her off.
Sure.
And also, as Rumpel has said many times, a person consumed by revenge can be very easily manipulated. It's not hard to spin a story.
With no background about what her motivations are, it doesn't make sense.
I mean, I've said this before. The entire character now of Drizella does not make sense. From her being a little girl, to her being Asian, to her not really caring that Mother came back, but at some point desperately wanting, like, they still haven't explained where it switched from, I don't care that this woman is back, to, I desperately want your approval. Well, nothing about who you were wanted her approval, and now you're bitter that you weren't the favorite daughter, but you didn't even like her. So why did you expect to be the favorite daughter when, like, what are we doing here?
Also, just for context, for anyone that hasn't listened to our previous episode, Roger is not being racist. He's simply implying, why was Drizella Asian and now she's Latina, sort of?
Or Italian, or, like, not Asian, I guess, is one. Like, the actress cast looked extremely Asian when she was younger. The character of Ivy does not look Asian at all.
Correct.
Also, again, Ella feels like a side character in this Drizella Victoria Shakespearean drama. Other than the bizarre ice thing, Ella basically doesn't fit at all. Like, had Drizella walked out onto that ice lake, we wouldn't even need the Ella character, because that's basically the only impetus for their beef.
Yeah, and just the addition of he remarried while she was in the tower. Yep. Which could have happened without a kid.
And also,
or she could just exist but not be Cinderella.
That line that Victoria Rapunzel hits when she says, "You didn't even grab our daughter," would be much more impactful if it was Drizella who got pulled out, and you hear Victoria say, "I don't care about her. That's not my daughter." And you're like, "That's fucked up," because like Ella is not really her daughter. But like if she says it about Drizella, you're like, "Wow, that's way out of pocket." Yeah.
Do you want to talk more about all these witches?
Yeah, I was disappointed in that. I thought the witches might be like a callback to some of the characters we've run into before. I know the blind witch is dead, but we could have undeaded her.
Had a different...
Like, find some characters real quick who did some one-offs, and then that's our, like, cut. And they all could have had, like, Regina has enemies. Could we have not found 8 witches who Regina has pissed off?
Yeah.
Or Regina and Zelena have pissed off. Like, totally would have been easy to do.
I also am... Okay, I should have Googled this before we started. The last that we saw, Zelena did not have magic, correct?
Yeah, from what I recall, Zelena, granted it's been 25 years, so maybe it came back, but yeah, she gave up her magic to restore the magic in the crystals in season 6.
Yes.
And that was like the big sacrifice, because then she has to learn how to drive for the first time.
Yeah, okay. And I know, okay, this is even worse with the story now. So they skipped so much. They skipped 8 years plus more.
Yep.
That they are now the flashbacks are going to be flashbacks to the time that they didn't show us, rather than. Okay, I know that there is an episode in season 7 where we learn how Zelena gets her magic back, and I just assumed that it happened before this, but it doesn't.
I was just saying. So someone also has a theory that like maybe Emma just reset the timeline. Like, because technically Gideon's time never really happened. So if all those events really never took place, then Zelena's magic shouldn't be gone.
But that's not it.
But I know that's not it because I know what happens later because we have a conversation about it. So
because my first thought, I wrote this in why is Zelena being invited to a coven if she doesn't have any magic? And then we see her perform magic, and I was like, oh.
So then the question changes to, but then why do you have magic?
Yeah. Did they just write these episodes out of order, or they weren't thinking about this?
Or maybe they...
Or did they pull an arrow and they were like, fuck, we caught up to present day. What do we do flashbacks about now?
And also, now they ran out of stories in the new land that still doesn't exist. So they had to actually go back to the real Enchanted Forest, of which he's able to fuel his motorcycle and drive to, or drive through a portal to.
True.
Where does he get the gas?
It's magic gas.
Okay.
I guess.
Great. Well, honestly, if he could pull that off, my man is absolutely going to be making a ton of money.
There were at least 2 other backstories that I was expecting to see. Did we get the Coco moment with the Ofrenda yet? With Rumple and Alice?
The Coco moment? Is that the thing with the give me the tea and this is the key?
No.
Then no.
Okay.
If you're afraid of spoiling something, we did not get a... Are you talking about Coco the movie?
Yes.
I've seen it once. I don't know it well enough to say.
Do we know how Rumple and Alice met? Other than when they
come out of the portal?
How they become close?
No, we do not know how they become close.
How do we not know that yet? They just got... He's all Rumpleified again, and we don't know anything about that.
We know... so the interesting thing is he does tell Hook, I didn't do it for you, I did it for her. So we know they're close.
Yes.
We're close enough that he lets go of his blood feud with Hook to save Alice, so...
Yeah, let's talk more about that. One, I was delighted to see Rumple again. It's always fun.
But I was confused as to why he was Rumple
exactly.
again. Rumple, scaly
dark
Rumple.
One.
Yeah, why he's the dark one again.
Yeah. It was really interesting to see a dark one Rumple that is clearly has the no room going on up in his brain right now.
The mind is starting to go.
But he's nice to Hook and cares about Alice and doesn't seem to be doing anything outwardly evil.
He's not mad.
Why is he Rumpleified again?
I asked this during, and you said maybe losing his tether.
Yes, that could be, but I would imagine, because in the past, the dark one skin appearing is when you perform, dark acts.
And he probably, it's when he uses his magic. We don't know if it's good or bad, it's just using it.
Yeah.
So maybe just the act of, and he's been without Belle for X amount of years.
25 or 8, maybe.
I don't know. Yeah. Unclear. And also it could just be over time going back, because he was outside of time.
Yeah.
So maybe it's just the curse returns, because it doesn't happen in the land without magic, because there's no magic there.
And Rumple huddling with Alice and Robin at the end.
That was pretty adorable.
Also, Alice and Robin, they're just dating, and we don't know anything about that, how they met. What?
Yeah.
Did they release these episodes out of order? Did we forget to watch one?
Maybe we did, but I don't think we did.
I think we did. I have them written down in order.
Also, boy, that's very weird that Robin and Alice have a very similar origin story.
That thought is going to haunt me for a long time.
There's a lot of things, and I'm not claiming that other shows, like Game of Thrones, was notorious for showing a lot of assaults. Not saying this show, but the audacity of this show to do it, I guess, maybe is more shocking, because this is closer to a family show than Game of Thrones is a brutal R-rated, HBO show. I expect that on Sopranos and Oz and The Wire. We do it casually here, and
act like it's nothing.
We just never address it.
Yeah.
We just don't. And in fact, not only do we not address it, we make a joke out of it.
Yeah.
We literally have the character who did it going, always a pleasure. And it's bruh. And I know Zelina made the same joke to Robin in the past. My guess is that we are not meant to look at it that way, and it's more so just tricking a woman to sleep with you because you thought she was an astronaut. She thought you were an astronaut or something like that. It's supposed to be much more casual than what maybe we have framed it as.
Yeah.
At least I hope so.
I hope so.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else on Rumple?
So he does the test with Anna, and it reminds me of the author's test.
Yeah.
With the pens.
It is like that.
And I remember at first, because I didn't remember the episode, I was like, that is not what the dagger looks like.
But it sort of looks
but
like
it looks close enough.
That's why she picked it up. Because she was like, this sort of seems like a thing.
And then when she says none of them, I was like, fuck, that sucks. She didn't do it. And then they all jump up, and I was like, oh, because it's not the dagger. It's like a Walmart version of the dagger. It's close enough where you could think it, but she knew nah.
Got it on Etsy for people who watch.
Buy it on Etsy.
You can buy one with your name on it.
Oh man, it's gonna happen one day. One of these days.
Why does she have magic? I mean, I know she's the guardian, but why? Why does she have magic in the land without magic? What does that mean? What does it mean to be the guardian? Guardian of what? What are we guarding?
I don't. I'm not sure that you can call it the land without magic if there's magic in the land. That is in the title.
Yeah.
The land with less magic now feels okay. But I don't know it's without seems...
The land with mostly no magic.
Yeah. With the land with almost no magic.
The land with magic only contained within a specific person.
2, because Gothel has some too.
That's right.
Yeah. And then, of course, there's the objects that have magic too. Since Regina and...
That's fair. I will accept magical objects in a land without magic. That's fine.
Sure, but when we're talking about an abundance of magic, I'm going to bring it up just because there seems to be a lot more magic than... in season 1, we had 1 apple that she had to retrieve from the past. Okay, I hear you. Now we got a lot of magic. And the hat. Well,
that only sort of worked.
The hat only kind of worked, yeah. Do you need to talk? Well, the other thing is, when did Tiana get her money back?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Because they were
sometime in this intervening 8 years.
They were broke. Like, I remember this because they have a whole episode on her backstory. In that episode, she didn't restore her family's fortune, at least not that I recall.
Yeah, my only assumption is that they formed a resistance.
Yep.
And maybe they fought and won and now contain all the riches of the kingdom they took over.
Wasn't the resistance to fight Victoria?
It was to fight Victoria and the king who died and his son. So maybe that son was very wealthy.
But Victoria wasn't...
Apparently they're buddy-buddy with Victoria now.
I was like, Victoria wasn't defeated, though. And, she was actually the one who ended up killing one of the princes.
Also, they didn't fucking invite Victoria to her birthday party?
Well...
Did they? Was she there? Yes. No.
No, she wasn't there.
Well, we all know what happens when you don't invite witches to birthday parties and baby showers.
What's the reference?
Maleficent. That's literally why Maleficent is pissed.
Shut the front door. Because she didn't get invited to a birthday party?
100%.
That's the worst origin villain backstory I've ever heard. I thought it was, in this show, it's because it seems like her and the king slept together and then,
that's true.
All right.
But in the fairy tale, it's because she doesn't get invited. Which would be a pretty massive slight. Would you forget to invite Henry VIII to a birthday party?
No. But I like my head staying on my neck.
Yeah.
And he seemed to have a thing for, ha-cha!
Yeah.
Okay.
Zelina. I want to talk about the Zelina storyline.
Yeah, I think this should have been the focus of the episode.
This was my favorite part of the episode.
For sure.
And I think, what a cool way to embrace, Zelina's character.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And the complexities of, she has that line after she wakes up. It's no longer me, but it is also me. It's like I'm both, which is a nice callback to that episode, We Are Both, which is a very, very good episode, especially in a season 2 that was really struggling to find its place.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's happy now. And just because and it's also not real. Because it's not, it seems like, who knows when the curse actually started, it seems like she was in Hyperion Heights when the curse started, and then she left. So everything that has happened has actually occurred and wasn't just something that, Drizella put her into. Obviously, her personality is different, slightly, maybe, but she feels it.
I mean, we talk about this in, I want to say it's New York Serenade, where Emma wants to go, stay in her nice little fantasy life. And, it's it's not real. I'm like, well, it's kind of real.
It occurred to me. It happened to me.
It does feel real-ish. So, I mean, are we getting into a Matrix discussion where, does it matter if it's real or not, whether or not you feel it?
Well, and especially in the Emma situation.
Yeah.
Obviously, a lot happened to Emma between seasons 1 and 3, but the her that she is in her mind of New York City Serenade is basically who she was.
Yeah.
With the addition of Henry. But, she had the same job, same backstory about her parents. It was how she grew up, essentially, but with the addition of Henry.
Yeah, the timeline changes that she doesn't give up Henry. Which is a big change in her life because she's no longer... I take that back. I don't agree with her because now she's not just alone all the time. That's a huge change.
That's true. It does change a lot.
Yeah, and that's 10 years of raising her son, having a family, a very different purpose. She's not 28 years old blowing out a birthday cake by herself. There is some birthday cupcake.
But those feelings are familiar to her.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's the path taken as opposed to the path not taken.
Yeah.
But it is, I don't know, it's Zelina's point is valid, but also odd.
But I also really liked that she doesn't, she doesn't want to leave. No. But she is going to.
Out of obligation, yeah.
And because she cares about those people.
That's what I mean, it's what heroes do.
Yeah, she even says that. Mm-hmm. Kelly is a spin instructor. I don't know. Also, who the fuck wears their hair down at spin? Come on.
I've never done spin, so I assume...
You get so sweaty.
I assume isn't your hair being down more helpful, or is that less helpful?
Oh, it's so sweaty. It's hot in the back.
Chelsea, my hair doesn't go below my neck.
Okay, well, there's a reason that women wear their hair up when it's hot.
I thought it was just because y'all lazy. Like, I thought you had to do more work to let your hair down, so I thought you just put your hair up in a bun and then you're done.
I mean, sure, that's sometimes why we wear buns, but when it's hot outside, having hair on your neck is hot. Like, would you wear a turtleneck when it's 90 degrees?
Well, no. That's fair. That's real.
Yeah, so I'm excited to see what it will mean that both Selena and Ron... We're getting more awake people. You love this.
I absolutely adore this. It's the right way to handle a curse, in my opinion. Like, if you're gonna do this, then people need to wake up gradually. Because it's dumb when just everyone wakes up at the same time. And, like, we didn't get any payoff from that until season 2.
It's true.
We
also... it's been a while, but the whiskey that she uses is the fake McCutcheon whiskey from the Lost universe.
I was gonna ask if that was some sort of... callback, or not callback, but homage to Lost. Yeah, I think adding Selena back to the cast is a very smart move. We also, let's do the flashback then, we get to see a grown-up Robin for the first time, to my knowledge.
Yes. I guess.
I don't recall.
We'll get flashbacks that are between the time.
But this is the first time in the show we have seen her. Does she know the circumstances of her birth?
That's a great question.
And does she know the circumstances of her father's death?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Did they just tell her that?
And does she know Roland? Because that is her half-brother.
It is her half-brother. No. Yes.
Yes. Same father, different moms.
I'm sorry. It's so confusing. There's just so
much. And does she know that her mother murdered her brother's mother?
Whoa.
And does she know that Aunt Regina actually murdered that same woman the first time? Yep.
Aunt Regina, who's also, like, kind of stepmommy Regina, but, like, didn't quite occur.
Well, that's because Daddy got obliterated before the wedding could happen, so... But remember, if you work hard enough, though, you get your happy endings. Of course. 100%, Lucy, right?
She certainly inherited her father's skill with a bow.
Yeah.
The way she gets those between Regina's fingers...
Because at first I thought she put it in her hand. I was like, yo, she does not suffer fools. Wow, she has her father's aim. Also, I do love that she's living with Zelina and, like, you know, they're very... They give a very Henry Regina vibe. Like, just very casual. You can tell there's a connection there. Like, they work.
Yeah, I that was a... I'm interested to see why they live in the woods. Was Zelina's house called the 100-Acre Woods? There, I can only see part of the sign. But does Pooh live there?
I hope so. Desperately.
Or does a delusional little boy live there that thinks that he's talking to animals that shouldn't be living in the forest?
Maybe Robin is really Christopher Robin.
Oh, whoa.
We've been dancing around it. You want to talk about this dumbass witch's coven?
Oh, I thought we already talked about that. Go ahead.
Well, I guess more so the whole entire plan was to make Regina... It was to strong-arm Regina into doing it by poisoning Henry.
Yes.
Why? Why did we make an enemy of Regina to do this? Regina actually did try to help Drizella.
Yeah, I mean, Drizella did say that she was going to make an unbreakable curse.
Yeah.
And she sort of did.
But couldn't she have done this to Victoria?
No, who loves Victoria?
Anastasia.
Well, do you get to decide whose true love's kiss would break your curse?
I don't know. If it's as rare as they say it does, I don't think so, because any true love's kiss should do it.
Yeah.
But it's the rarest magic of all, so you don't have to worry about that.
But it's everywhere. There are so many people in Storybrooke that share true love.
So I will say this. It's everywhere in the sense that, like, we see it a lot, but if you think about, like, the totality of just people existing, we just focus on the characters where it would be plausible. It is possible that we just happen to have seen all 7 instances over the 1,000 years of existence in this show.
Well, but... And we learned a new piece of lore about true love in this episode, that both people have to believe in true love for the kiss to work.
So we actually did kind of know that based on like the instances in which it didn't happen in the past between people who it would happen with later.
Well, the thing that I'm thinking of is Snow and Charming kiss many times in Regina's curse.
Yep, during Regina's curse.
Does not do anything.
The strange thing is, though, when Snow and Charming were awake, they did both believe in true love.
Yeah.
That should have broke it.
But I guess maybe that curse was special because Rumpel designated Emma.
So he said, this person's got to break it.
So if that's the case, why wouldn't Drizella just say, like, Victoria?
Because no one loves you! This curse is now unbreakable! Except for Anastasia, who's in a coma. So who's going to wake her? Hello? Like, again, why did we make the choices that... Because Regina will go to the ends of the earth to save Henry.
I guess it's like a Once Upon a Time special in two ways.
Yeah.
It's incredibly melodramatic to make that be the case, which is very Once Upon a Time. And it's so complicated, like, for no reason.
Unnecessarily complicated. Totally.
So complicated.
Also, blood magic, a thing that we have established, it is canonically true. Canonically. Unstoppable unless you are blood relative. Ooh, except the witches are family, so now we can just break blood magic, even though there's no relation.
And apparently Gothel wants to gather the coven again to do something. That's her motivation?
Sure.
Okay, we've managed to go the whole time without talking about Lucy.
I know, I was so happy.
Yeah.
You know what my favorite Lucy line in this episode was? The ones where she's in a coma.
I'm so sorry to this child actress.
That's how you sound when we talk about young Snow.
I know. Lucy saying that she's going to help Henry fight.
Again, they're going for, like, that is something young Henry would say. I don't know, maybe I'm being sexist, but, like, young Henry feels like there's a chance. Young Lucy, give me a break. And I wouldn't let young Henry fight Regina.
It also kind of depends on how old, maybe?
Yeah, 16-year-old Henry, absolutely.
Yeah.
10-year-old Henry, he can do a Home Alone kind of thing. You know, like he what was it, in Shattered Sight? He kind of does the Home Alone.
He's like 14, but yeah.
Sure, but I mean, like, he can hold his own to some degree. He can't go hands for hands with Hook, but, like, what is young Lucy going to do? She's
8, 9?
I think 8. I think we established 8th birthday. No, you're a little child.
I'm sorry. I was thinking about this when I was doing the synopsis. Did everything that happened after Lucy's birthday happen in the same day?
Yeah. Yeah, because they are chopping the tree, and then at that moment, we get they found us. It was so ridiculous.
That's insane.
And look, time gets crunched in this show all the time, but this was unusually absurd.
Yeah, that is unusually absurd. I also, usually my problem with Jacinda, Henry, Lucy is not Henry.
Agreed.
But I felt nothing in the scene when he tries to give Lucy true love's kiss, and it doesn't work.
Yeah, that, I have to admit, that was the first...
She was asleep. That wasn't her fault.
No, there is some lack of chemistry between the three of them in a way that I don't know that I can articulate properly.
Like, you know me. I should have cried.
Yeah, well, or felt anything. Like, I remember when I was just like, oh, I know Chelsea's not crying. And I'm not good at picking up when you're crying, but I know when you're not. And that was just like a meh.
Yeah, it just... Because it should have been meaningful on so many levels that, like, this jaded person that we've watched throughout this season... Like, when he has the thing with it, when he finds the graveyard and his wife and he finally tells people about the fire.
Meaningful.
Like, that was really deep.
Also, the fire now makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But he's, like, feeling a connection to this child that he's not related to in any way.
He thinks.
And he also has the heart of the truest believer and, like, is cursed to be this jaded person that does not believe in anything. And he, for a moment, wants to believe.
Mm-hmm.
And just nothing. I had nothing.
Yep.
I don't know what that was about. But man, what a cliffhanger at the end. I guess the reason that they made this so complicated was so that Regina could say, If we break the curse, we lose Henry, and if we don't, we lose Lucy.
I know that's supposed to be a trolley problem, but if this is Sophie's choice, I don't know, man.
They can just have another baby.
I'm not really
Sorry, that was really bad. I don't actually think that.
Someone once asked me, like, all right, you're the father. Are you keeping your wife or are you keeping your kid? And I was like, well, I know what the answer I'm supposed to give is. But I know the answer I'm actually going to give. And so that's why I don't have children. Okay, I'm done talking about this episode unless you have more you want to talk about.
I just have a couple lines.
I have some questions.
Okay, let's do your questions.
Why would you not just destroy the statue? Take the chance that it puts away Drizella for good. Why is Rumple now losing his skin, turning back into the imp? And then, hey, so in season 2, we find out that during the curse, Hook and Cora are not impacted by it because Cora, boom, decides I'm putting up a protection bubble and we're just going to sit here frozen. Okay? Why did no one think to do that?
I don't know. Does no one know how?
I mean, maybe Cora was just so advanced that she's the only one who could do that, but at least would have liked it addressed.
True. Those are all very good questions.
Thank you.
We talked about most of my lines. This was not a line-heavy episode, but one that I thought was particularly funny that we did not talk about. When Zelina and Henry finish... When Henry and Regina finish Zelina's spin class, and she comes over and says, "Is that your new boyfriend?"
Oh, God, no!
Like, the look on Regina's face, like, she, like, wants to vomit.
Yeah. Well, imagine someone assuming that your son is your new boyfriend and all of that until she's like, oh, no, what? And, like, it didn't even occur to her to think like that because that's her kid.
Yeah, that's great.
And the best part is that, like, Xena's like, what is your problem? And Regina's like, no, oh, God, no. That one I had on there, like, that one. And it's just like a perfect Xena's like, what is the problem? Like, what? And then when she, obviously, when she's awake, she would be like, oh, that's disgusting.
Yeah, for sure.
I have 2 more Zelina lines. Do you have any more lines?
No.
I teach peddling? I was cursed to be a hippie? Repulsed. And then the nice little callback to the Wicked Witch. All right, my cycling monkeys.
In every universe, she is wicked.
But maybe the best line that probably defines this episode, when Drizella gets pushed down the well, and Victoria just goes, don't even look at me. She's not wrong either. Like, we all felt the same thing Victoria felt. It's just, you stupid, reckless little girl.
So true.
100%.
I have 2 favorite moments and 2 ridiculous moments.
Go.
Both of mine are about the white elephant statue.
Both of your favorite moments.
Mm-hmm, that Rumple decided to help Hook because he cares about Alice, and give Hook that white elephant so they could stay connected even through the curse. And then Hook gives it to Cinderella so that she and Lucy will be together. That was like, it was a very small piece of this episode that, like, could easily be, like, batted aside, but that is
pretty meaningful.
Really defines who Hook is, and he knows because he wants to be with Alice more than anything, but he also is like, she's an adult,
yeah,
and like Lucy is 8,
yeah,
and like they need this more than I do.
The younger child needs their
yeah.
It is kind of funny when you think about Rumple and Hook's relationship is essentially defined on both ends of the spectrum by their proximity to their child. Mm-hmm. Rumple hates Hook because Hook took his mother from his son, and Rumple decides to essentially forgive Hook and help him because he doesn't want to take her father from the girl, or her daughter from him, and he loves Alice. Like, we're an interesting full circle for the 2 of their relationships. I also have Rumple helping Hook and Alice as one of my favorite moments, just because that is not the Rumple from season 1.
It's not.
And I appreciate that growth. What's your second?
That was both.
Oh, both. Zelina's quippiness is something that I think was needed in this episode. It probably saved it. And certainly this season can use just some Zelina. And it's nice to have another awake person, I think.
I think that's great. I agree.
Cool.
Okay, ridiculous moments. We've talked about these things mostly. Drizella's plan is just too complicated. It's too complicated. I don't get it. And also, why will True Love's kiss not just work on the poison? Like, why couldn't Cinderella just kiss Henry when he was poisoned? Why wouldn't that work?
That's a great question.
Like, I get that maybe they, like, made it so that Regina's magic wouldn't work, but, like, True Love's Kiss is supposed to work on anything. Works on everything.
Yeah.
It worked on Snow's Baron poison.
Yep.
I don't know.
Yep. That's a great question.
Yeah.
So, not only is her plan too complicated, her plan doesn't even seem to benefit her until she's completely executed it. Like when Regina cast her curse, she put herself in a position of power where she could enjoy the people who she wanted to suffer. Ivy took that lesson and went, I'm going to put myself in a position of suffering so that it looks like I'm suffering, but in reality, you're suffering.
Yeah.
No.
She
is not Rumpelstiltskin.
Which is why I'm asking, like, did the curse just happen? Like, have they not actually been in Hyperion Heights for very long? It seems like Kelly... It seems like it's been a long time, but maybe it hasn't. I don't know.
There was at least a significant amount of time for the thing that happened with Kelly and all of that. Like, obviously those could be cursed memories, but from what she described when she wakes up, these things happened. So it doesn't sound like it's fake.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
My second one is like a larger problem, but I chose a specific instance of it. So Victoria is working with the heroes now, and there's no explanation of how that happened or why.
I would say she's not working with the heroes, she's working against Drizella.
Fine, but
that does
how
change
did they even approach her about that? Did she approach them? What happened?
She must have approached them and said, I know a way to put her in a statue, I can stop her.
But you
could show us that.
She just showed up for like 2 seconds.
Which was kind of funny that she just popped into the screen and we're like, oh, wait, the resistance that was formed to, like, that's like Darth Vader showing up to just help the Jedi to stop a different evil, and you're like, but you exist to stop them. Where is this unholy alliance coming from?
So true.
Also, going back to Drizella, because she gets to get both of them, let us remember that Gothel kidnapped your mother, and you thought she was not going to screw you over in the end?
Don't even look at me, Roger.
I
told you.
I just can't even.
She's not as smart as she thinks she is.
I don't think she's as smart as anyone thinks she is.
Yeah.
I got 4 losers. And 1 winner for sure, and then a question.
I have 3 losers and 2 winners and a question.
Okay.
I arguably could have put like basically everyone as a loser here, so I'll probably agree with all of your losers. But
I chose to narrow it down just based on like where we end. But yes, I could add more. So obviously Drizella.
Yes.
This goes without discussion.
Yes.
I don't even understand what the plan was. Like, what was she trying to... And
why did she think that Gothel was just helping her for funsies?
Well, let's take Gothel out of it, right? Let's assume that Gothel is trying to help her. Why does she want Anastasia's magic? And what did Anastasia steal from her?
That's great.
Because what she says is, you took everything from me. The only thing that I know that Anastasia has is Victoria Rapunzel's love, which you clearly never wanted. So what is it that she took from you that you are so angry about that you decided to jack her magic? Like, I don't understand.
I feel like the only... And it's hard because, like, I don't agree, but I feel like Drizella would say, my whole childhood became about you being dead. Like, I have nothing because you are gone.
But she was, like, 14 when she died.
Fine. Yeah.
Like...
I didn't say it made sense.
Like, I hear you if that were true, but it wasn't.
Yeah. I also have Victoria.
Obviously.
I mean...
wins at the tag.
She was fucking right.
Yeah.
And, like,
oh, yeah.
You don't want to be right about this,
no.
but, like, she was right. And, like, it was a little hard for me to put her in this category, but, like, she's in the bottom of a well with Drizella, who she really, really hates, who did not listen to her. Anastasia is awake and is going to become a crazy witch lady now, I guess. So Victoria's got a bad. It's bad. It's bad for Victoria.
It's weird to say that a mother was right for giving up on her daughter.
Yeah.
Like, foundationally, it's weird, but I had that feeling last episode, and this unfortunately did confirm that, like, nah, she was right all along.
Yeah. My third loser is Regina.
Same.
She... had to cast that curse, and she did not want to.
No.
She really didn't want to. And if you really, I think that's another, I'm hoping that we'll get some more backstory on this. If you really think about how Regina would feel about having to cast this curse
again
after everything that she went through to become a better person, like that is heartbreaking.
Yeah. To put her in the same scenario that she was in before, and last time she did it out of rage, this time she does it out of like basically blackmail.
Yeah. And whether or not we think that Henry is the right choice, Regina loves Lucy, and she is now torn between saving her son.
Oh, yeah, I mean, also, regardless of how I feel about her, Henry would be heartbroken. He would say, choose my daughter. So, like, even if you don't like her, if you like Henry, Lucy still has to be in play.
Yeah.
My other one is Henry.
Oh, yeah, that's very fair. 100%.
I mean...
He got poisoned.
Poisoned in the past, and apparently not an incurable poison. We couldn't just send him to the land without magic, because that does solve the problem, or freeze his body, or send him to a land without time, or do one of the other billion things.
That was also literally their plan, to send Henry and Lucy to the land without magic.
Yep, it was. Really was. Poison has become a big part of this season.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of poisoning going on, in a way that, you know, like...
There will be more!
And honestly, if you actually think about the memory potion, that is a form of
I mean, it is pretty... It's a witchy thing to do.
It is. But, like, if you think about the memory potion, that's also a form of poison. It's just not harmful. But, like, they are spiking their drinks with something they didn't agree to drink. Yeah, we're getting a lot of poison on that one. So, yeah, and, like, look, Henry's daughter, even if he doesn't know it, being down is bad. Him being poisoned is bad. And now, if we break the curse, he dies?
Yeah. Because apparently... Even though magical objects work in the land without magic, magical poison doesn't work in the land without magic.
Well, was that shown to us in the is it the Count of Monte Cristo? Remember the girl is like on the verge of death?
Yes, and they go into the land of untold stories.
And she ends up dying because like something shoots her forward, but she is she goes to the land without untold stories, and that keeps her alive. So there's some precedent for that.
Yeah.
But very weird.
Yeah, but the Land of Untold Stories is not because it doesn't have magic, it's because it, like, stops everything.
It's because it exists outside of time, right?
Yeah, like, it just stops stories from moving forward.
Yeah, like, it literally is static.
Okay, I removed my question mark, so I only have 2 winners now.
Same. Obviously, Gothel is one. There's no question.
She
won.
She got exactly
easily too. I feel like she did.
I still don't know what exactly it is that she wants, but she got it.
I feel like she did nothing and won.
Yeah.
It's so bizarre.
She was just like, oh, Drizella just wants to hand me what I want. Great.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah, like this stupid little girl.
My second winner is Zelina.
Same. Wow, we went 5 for 5.
Wow. The third one that I had was Drizella. Solidly a loser, agree, but like she wanted to cast that curse and she did, and it's sort of unbreakable, I guess.
That feels like she thinks she's winning, but she lost scenario.
I mean, it doesn't. She now in current time does not have what she wants, so it didn't work, and as all the reasons that you said that it doesn't even make sense what she was trying to do, but she did. That was what she wanted. Yeah. But yeah, Zelina, I think that she chose the hero's path. Yeah.
But didn't just abandon the real connection that she has with, I don't know his name, Scott? Paul?
Scott,
Peter?
yeah.
Scott? Yeah. Yeah, it's almost like you get to see the product of the work that she did in the past has come to fruition now. Like, you're like, oh, you're actually just a better person, which is what we're always hoping for with the redemption arcs.
I also think, especially in the context of season 6, how good it must feel. I mean, we haven't seen a lot of the time gone by. Regina needed help, and she asked Zelina for help.
Yeah.
Like, that is a big deal. I mean, she did ask Rumpel first, but he was also
Well, I would also ask Rumpel first always. Like, don't take it personal. It's Rumpel. Like...
And she just assumed he was already awake, and she didn't
he was.
She didn't have memory potion at that time. Or I guess she did.
She did.
Yeah.
Also, a piece that we talked about, if there's one thing that Zelina has always defined herself by, it's her magic.
That's true.
And she has it again.
I guess. I guess she does.
She clearly does, so that's a win.
So the next episode is called Secret Garden. As I said, I thought that the episode we were watching today was a different episode, and now I don't know which episode that is.
This is the part of the season I don't remember much. I'm pretty sure...
Wow, I think it might be episode 16.
Oh, wow, you're way ahead.
Yeah.
I will say it does feel like we are concluding Victoria's arc. I will be surprised if Rapunzel is not long for this world.
I think that's a safe assumption.
Yeah, I think based on kind of all the things that have happened, I suspect she's going to get put down here relatively soon. I also wouldn't be surprised if Drizella gets put down. Because she seems like the classic villain who got tricked and now you've outlived your usefulness, deuces. Because we do need to trim this cast just a little bit.
Well, yeah, I guess if this were a half-season arc, we would switch now.
Yes. Well, we'd probably do one more episode to conclude things. We would probably off those two characters and then we'd say, see you in 3 months.
And it seems like Gothel is the new villain,
That
which is... I mean, she's sort of been the villain the whole time.
She's been lurking, but now she has essentially become front and center of the villain.
Yeah. So I think that we will get a backstory on her in this next episode.
Good.
But I don't know.
But, yeah, you mentioned that, like, I think you said she's one of your least favorite villains.
Yeah.
I don't know that she's quite there.
I mean, I didn't say she was my least favorite, but she's close.
She's solidly in the middle for me.
She's definitely not worse than the Snow Queen.
Probably not even worse than Hades. She's about where Hades is for me, but I think she's better than Hades.
Yeah, I guess.
I also think she's better than the Black Fairy.
Yeah, at least the Black Fairy felt... I didn't love it, but it was personal. For people that we knew.
So, like, it felt meaningful because she's Rumple's mother. Yeah. I would say, like, Rumple's mother was interesting, but the Black Fairy as, like, was not good to me.
I agreed.
Yeah. But also, I don't even know that I can fairly judge Gothel because I know nothing about her or her motivations or why she's doing this or what she's looking for other than the Guardian. So I'm like, why are we 10 episodes in and the main villain, I know nah. And it's not like it's a mystery. It's just not told to me. Yeah, it's just nothingness.
Well, please be sure to join us next time when we watch Season 7, Episode 11, Secret Garden, and maybe we'll get answers to some of these questions.
And we will see you next time.